Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Point to Ponder. Now today I have taken this topic in basic electrical engineering, incandescent bulbs, because I have seen on the Facebook as well as on the Google, some young students, they try to connect the bulbs in series and then in parallel, and then they say that alright, which bulb will be giving us more light or something of that sort. They basically lose the sight of the principle as to how these incandescent bulbs they glow. Now, if you see, there are three bulbs I have shown on the diagram, and I have just marked it. Not that they are actually of this value, but I have marked it. Let's suppose that on the right hand side it is 40 watt and it has got the filament resistance as 300 ohm. Similarly, 75 watt and it has got the filament resistance 161 ohm. Now these are basically the actual values which the manufacturers they produce or manufacture. And similarly the 100 watt it has got the filament resistance as 121 ohm. Now we know that the incandescent lamp, they are made up of enclosing a resistance element called a filament. Now when the lamp is connected into a circuit, then you know that current flows through the filament and I square R heating takes place. Now when this heat is severe, then the filament is heated and the more light the bulb is giving. So then it is not, you can say that this is, you can say, the 80 watt bulb and it has got more, you can say, power consumption, so it will give us more light. No, it is basically the filament heating, that is the current which it draws. So obviously if you can see in the diagram, when the voltage source 220 volt in our home is the same, then the bulb which is a less resistance, that is 121 ohm, it will draw more current, and as compared to 75 watt which is 161 ohm, or for that matter of fact 40 watt which is 300 ohm, and when it draws more current, that is 100 watt, then obviously its filament will be heated more and it will radiate more light. So that is the basic principle which one has to keep in mind. Okay, so if let's suppose that the wattage has to be more, as in case of, you can say, 100 watt as compared to 75 watt or 40 watt, then it should have the low resistance, okay, as compared to, let's suppose, the 40 watt bulb which has got, you can say, higher resistance. So the wattage or the light, you can say, output of any electrical bulb will depend on the resistance of the lamp filament. The higher the resistance, the lower the rated wattage, and lower the resistance, higher the rated wattage. So this is what one has to keep in mind, rather than putting in series and putting in parallel and then trying to say that such and such thing is constant and such and such in parallel it is voltage which is constant and it is the same, and in the series it is the current which is the same, and then try to prove the things based on the Ohm's law. No, that is where I don't agree. You have to basically see the basic principle, that why these bulbs are lit and how these bulbs are lit, and that is basically the heating of the filament, and heating of the filament will be more in those bulbs where the resistance is low, because our power source, that is the voltage source, that is constant, 220 volt for example. So that way obviously the 121 ohm resistance, that is the filament resistance of 100 watt, it will draw more current and it will heat more, and it will radiate light, you can say, more as compared to the 75 watt or 40 watt. So this is, in this short video, I wanted to clear this concept, and that is what the young people should always keep in their mind before applying their knowledge, because having the knowledge is different thing, and then applying the knowledge on ground is different thing. Thank you very much.